Alright, what's going on, guys? Try back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing another Walking Dead video leading up to the start for The Walking Dead Season 10. And this one, we're going to give our thoughts on the episode names and descriptions for the first half of Season 10. Alright, and I'll put the list of these in the description so you guys can go ahead and check them out for yourselves for The Walking Dead Season 10. So we just have a couple weeks now to the return for The Walking Dead. That's October 6th, right? So we're getting pretty close there now. 2.5 weeks or so. And they have released the episode names and descriptions for the entire first half, except for the last 3 episodes for the descriptions, which is like your mid-season finale episodes, but we have them for 1 through 6, and we have the names of the entire first half. So the first episode, which is going to be directed by Greg Nicotero, as per usual, which is awesome. He's pretty much the best director, I want to say, for Walking Dead overall, nowadays, and has been probably for a while. He's directed a lot of the best episodes of the series, so he's directing the first 2 episodes for the season, with the first episode being called Lines We Cross, which is also kind of a comic book name, which is pretty cool. So we'll see what that kind of includes for this premiere. The description reads, "The group in Oceanside continues to train in case the Whisperers return. Tensions are high as the heroes struggle to hold on to their concept of civilization." And we can kind of see some of this in the trailer as you have Aaron and the others of the Oceanside. I think they're using, they've got some battle tactics that they're kind of working into what they're doing, which is kind of cool. Like they have, shields and things like this for the dead, and then, just different types of weapons and different types of kind of battle strategies that they have. So it looks like we're going to see them kind of train some of those at the Oceanside, which could be kind of cool. There was an interview where I think Angela Kang touched on the use of bullets and whether or not that's something they could do, because of course Eugene can manufacture bullets if they really want to, but from the sounds of things from that interview, it was said that guns are noisy, so they're going to bring in more of the dead, and so they've kind of developed different strategies on how to deal with the dead and how to fight them, and some of which we're going to see early on in the season, it sounds like, at the Oceanside. So not sure how excited people are to see the Oceanside, but at least it looks pretty cool for a beginning episode of the season. It's got a different landscape and everything. You got the water and all that. Carol has kind of been there from the sounds of things from what we see in the trailer. So it looks pretty cool. Lines We Cross, the premiere episodes. Looking forward to that, October 6th. And then the second episode is called We Are the End of the World, which is also directed by Greg Nicotero, which I would think from what we saw in the End of the World, a kind of preview video that they posted there, it was sort of like a trailer, that one's probably going to focus on the Whisperers, and says here, the origins of Alpha and Beta are revealed. Alpha attempts to toughen up Lydia as they prepare to walk with the dead. The Whisperers create their herds. And there was also something that was posted that maybe there was an Easter egg for Beta in Fear the Walking Dead. Not sure how many people care about that, but I guess maybe on one of the vinyl album covers, possibly Beta in The Walking Dead could be a musician, maybe. I don't know. So you guys can look into that if you want to see that, if you care for Beta. But, I don't know. We'll see. In the comic book version, I think he was revealed to be sort of a basketball player because he's so big and everything like that. So that's something that they worked in the comic version. But for the TV series version, if they make him a musician, I mean, I guess it's okay. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's whatever. I guess maybe it was something they want to work in as kind of like an Easter egg, or maybe it's a stretch and it's not supposed to be him, and it just happens that the vinyl cover happens to look like Ryan Hurst is all, right? So We Are the End of the World, kind of a possibly a flashback episode for Alpha and Beta, which sounds to be pretty good. I always wish we could have saw one of those for Negan, like a Here's Negan type of episode where you get to see how he formed the Saviors and everything. Probably safe to say at this point we probably will never see that, unfortunately, for Negan, but it's always one that we'd always kind of wanted to see. You'd have to have kind of Austin Emilio return for it. You'd have to probably have Stephen Ogg, who played Simon, kind of a return for it. So, maybe they can't do it, maybe they never will, but at least we're going to get to see kind of a beginning of the Whispers type of thing with Alpha and Beta. We saw a little bit with Alpha last season on kind of her first zombie kill and that kind of stuff of how it just started for her. But to get to see that for Beta, I think could be really interesting, could be really cool, because he's quite fearsome, and I think a lot of people like him. So We Are the End of the World, which also fits in with him kind of singing with her in that preview trailer that possibly he was a recording artist before the zombie apocalypse started. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about musician Beta. 3, Ghosts, which is going to be directed by David Boyd. So the threat of the Whispers return leads to paranoia sweeping over Alexandria. In the meantime, Carol battles with the need for revenge. And again, we kind of saw a lot of that in the trailer, her saying that the bitch has to die, so that's fun. And Sadiq, and he's kind of having PTSD and that kind of stuff. So the way that we saw The Walking Dead Season 9 kind of start off is kind of what I'm expecting, which is that I think Angela Kang's kind of show-running direction is that she's more focused on the story, and that the episodes kind of, line up where they do, and the good episodes end up where they do. Whereas before, I think with Gimple's seasons, at least with season 4, 5, 6, and that, a lot of times they would have like the big episodes as the premiere, mid-season finale, mid-season premiere, season finale, and I think that they're kind of moving away from that from the looks of season 9 at least, because your biggest episode was Rick's last episode, which was episode 5, which was like a season finale episode, but they did it in episode 5. So her kind of layout for the way she does seasons, I think, is different. And we'll see if I'm right about that this season, in that you're not always going to have the big episode be the mid-season premiere, and or the season premiere, and the mid-season finale is not always going to be this huge episode. It's probably going to be a little bit more like you're not quite sure, and then they'll probably be big too, but they'll probably mix in different episode numbers as some of the bigger ones too, because Ghost sounds pretty good with them starting to kind of work up to the Whisper War. And then you have episode 4, Silence the Whispers, so there's definitely one from the comics. There's covers, I got a cover over there, so Silence the Whispers on it. They're kind of spray painting it, this kind of stuff they want. The people of the joint communities want war with the Whispers. They want revenge on the Whispers. So that one's going to be directed by Michael Cudlitz, which is awesome. Abraham from The Walking Dead. Very happy to see him return again. I think he's directing another episode this season 2, probably in the second half, which is great. Michael Satrazemis not directing any episodes in this first half, unfortunately. He's one of my favorite directors for Walking Dead, but he's been working on Fear, so they kind of, sounds like maybe gave him to Fear to kind of make Fear better. And unfortunately, it kind of takes away a little bit because you're losing a great director. But we got Michael Cudlitz coming up too, and he's amazing as well too, so that's great. And still the paranoia, or the paranoid Alexandrians get riled up over the Whispers and take their fear out on Negan. So that's kind of interesting. He does have a big mouth, right? Negan getting himself in trouble. So we'll see how that kind of works out and how Negan kind of works in the storyline. Of course, with him, they're sort of moving away from his whole being locked up in a cell type of thing all the time. He's been out a little bit in Season 9, and so in Season 10, I expect to see some good stuff from Negan. We'll see how that goes with him and the Whispers and that, and also the people of Alexandria, because a lot of them still hate him, right? So back at Hilltop, the group deals with an unexpected safety issue. So I don't know what that is. An unexpected safety issue at the Hilltop. I don't know. We'll see what that comes down to. And also, who's leading the Hilltop right now? I'm trying to think to the end of last season. Because of where they left off last season, it wasn't obvious who's going to lead the Hilltop now. Is it? I'm trying to think of who was it revealed to be shown who's kind of in charge of the Hilltop now? No, I don't think so. So we might see Maggie return maybe second half or something like that. We can do a video on that, giving our thoughts on when we think we'll see Lauren Cohen return, if we will, this season at all. I think they're still working on it, actually, so I would not be surprised if she was not in the season at all. Hopefully she is, but we'll see. So episode 5 is called What It Always Is, and that's from Laura Besley, who I don't recognize the name right away. Maybe she's directed an episode of Walking Dead before, maybe not. We'll see how that goes. Supplies go missing from Hilltop. Negan is idolized by an Alexandrian. That sounds fun. And Negan's got a fanboy inside the series now, so that's fun. It's probably Brandon. Maybe not, though, because that's episode 5, so you'd think maybe that picture of him and Brandon might be earlier. Ezekiel holds a secret, so we'll see about that. Maybe he's got a crush on Michonne. I don't know. We'll see what his secret is. Dan Louise is going to be directing episode 6, which is called Bonds. He's kind of like he's done some good action stuff for them in the series, or Dan Liu, and I think he did an episode of Fear as well. So we'll see. Bonds, it's called. What can we read into the title of Bonds? I don't know. You guys can leave your comments below on that one. I don't have much off the top of my head for that one. Episode 7, Open Your Eyes, from Michael Cudlitz. There it is. So another one from Michael Cudlitz. He's got 2 in the first half. So that's awesome to see. Open Your Eyes. So, open your eyes. I'm just trying to think of maybe don't be afraid. It's kind of like you're kind of wincing in fear or something. Don't be afraid and face them. And then The World Before, directed by John Dahl. So The World Before. I don't know what we can read into that one for the mid-season finale, but that is those are the descriptions and episode titles. Episode titles for the whole first half and descriptions for the first 5 episodes. So let me know what you guys think about these. Do your predictions below. And of course, lots more Walking Dead videos coming up. We're almost there to a new season, so starting to get more excited now as the date gets closer and closer. And Fear the Walking Dead has not really it's improved a bit, but it's mostly complaints about Fear right now. So excited to see a new season of The Walking Dead. Not expecting explosions in the premiere episode, because like I said, I'm kind of thinking that might not be how they're always going to do things going forward. Now you might have kind of like the way The Walking Dead season 9 started. It didn't have like this huge season premiere episode that was so amazing, the best episode ever. No, it was like a pretty cool episode, but it wasn't like anything too unbelievable. It was good, but it wasn't until like 5 where we got like this incredible Rick final episode and all this stuff that was just amazing, right? Which, in the old days, they probably would save that for the mid-season finale and just kind of fill it out and space it out. So luckily, they're not really doing that anymore. Anyway, that's it for this video, guys. Let me know what you think. Leave your comments below. If you liked it, please like it. Thumb it up below. You can share, you can favorite. And if you're new, you can subscribe at the bottom left. That's it for this one. I'll see you guys again soon for another Walking Dead video. As always, this is Trev, and I'm saying peace later, guys. See you soon.